Thank you, friend. Shabbat Shalom. Ha'azinu. Listen. In this next to last parsha of the Torah, we have what's come to be known as the Song of Moses. It's a small parsha, and one which is a prophetic oracle warning Israel about apostasy to come and the resulting wrath of God. Now, because the next few weeks are holy days and holiday weeks, this is actually the last part of the Torah read until Simchat Torah, the rejoicing with the Torah, that takes place at the end of the holiday of Sukkot, on September 25th, when we read the last parsha of Deuteronomy and the first parsha of Genesis, to show the living circularity of the Torah and God, what has no end and no beginning. This parsha opens with Moses calling upon the heavens to hear and the earth to listen to his song. And he says, "Let my words come down like showers." The metaphor of rain and dew, so important in the Bible. Rain, the most essential component in a desert agrarian society, and the Bible has oft been compared to rain. Rain is an element that falls from heaven to earth and is seen to connect heaven and earth, as the Torah connects God to man. And dew, where the manna during the desert exile was picked up from. The rain is falling through the mist of sorrow that surrounded me. The sun could never thaw away the bliss that lays around me. Let it rain, let it rain. Let your love rain down on me. Just as the rain gives life to the world, in some ways the words of the Bible give life to many. And when I think of these words of Moses and the importance of rain as a metaphor, I am reminded of Portia's words in The Merchant of Venice. The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. Mercy, friends, forgiveness, the greatest underestimated gift God has given us, and one which will be so important 10 days from now. The short parsha, however, is also not without controversy. In Deuteronomy 32:8, there is a reference to God giving legacies to the nations of the earth, and it says, "He set the people's borders to the number of the children of Israel." Tradition tells us this refers to the 70 nations from Genesis 10, which matches the 70 souls of Jacob's family which went down to Egypt. But don't forget, we are using an edited text. It hasn't been changed in millennia. However, it is an edited text. There is a Dead Sea Scroll which has this same line as, "to the number of the children of the gods," or children of God. Scholars believe this was the actual original wording, and later scribes and editors, concerned by the meaning, changed the words to children of Israel, the belief being that God allotted nations to each of the gods and kept Israel as his own people. This could have made the people henotheistic, that neutral zone between polytheism and monotheism, with Yahweh as supreme. This helps explain a Greek text in which this line read, "to the number of the angels of God." And this takes us back to Genesis 6 and that strange story of the angels of God mating with the daughters of man and creating the race of giants. And so children became angels in another translation, to establish them as angels and not pagan gods, implying God allocated the nations to the angels and kept Israel for himself. This would also help explain the lines in Psalm 82, where God is in the divine council judging among the gods, criticizing them for failing to judge fairly and condemning them to die like humans. It opens, "God standeth in the congregation of the gods, and is a judge among the judges," and goes on to say, "I have said, ye are gods, ye are all the children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the tyrants." Perhaps the Song of Moses in Psalm 82 spoke of the same beliefs. God then proceeds to say he will hide his face, thereby allowing humans to determine their own future. It is an estrangement of created from creator. The Song of Moses is telling us that God is not just hiding his face, he is giving man responsibility for his own world. And the only way man can have that is if God is hidden. He has been hidden from us ever since, and he is hidden at all costs. Perhaps even the cost of world wars, holocausts, and diseases, and with whatever success man obtains, such as uncovering the secrets of the universe and conquering disease, man grows up. The Parsha ends with Moses ascending Mount Nebo, where he will die, and the Torah ends without the natural conclusion of the story. The promised land has not been reached. It is in sight. Everything lies in the future. It still does, my friends. Finding a home, finding happiness, blessings for all the people of earth. God's final words ring so true. I'll see what their future will be. Friends, we are now in the heart of the Yamim Noraim, the days of awe, a name not bestowed till the 13th century, but an apropos one nonetheless. We've just observed Rosh Hashanah. It didn't begin this way, but time and circumstance and rabbinic contemplation have altered and expanded the holy days announced in the Torah. How did this change occur? What are these days of awe that just began with Rosh Hashanah? Rosh Hashanah means head of the year, and it is called for in Leviticus 23:34. In the 7th month, on the 1st of the month, you shall have a ceasing, a commemoration with horn blasting, a holy assembly. That's it. That's all it says. Absolutely nowhere is it called the head of anything, nor is it considered New Year's. It is an unnamed holiday occurring on the first day of the 7th month. Friends, the Hebrew calendar of months began with Nisan in the spring and ended with Adar in the winter. But it also had the same names and order as the Babylonian months. And when the exiles returned to Israel from Babylonia and put together the Torah, they didn't think to change the wording that says this holiday is the first day of the 7th month. But over time, in order to distance Israel from Babylon, philosophically, religiously, intellectually, the rabbis moved the new year from the spring to this unnamed holiday which took place in the month of Libra, the 7th month, the month of justice and judgment, the month during which the 10 days of introspection, reflection, and soul-searching take place. It is a New Year celebration focused more on how we've been and treated people, and contemplative of our sins. Accordingly, we can wipe the slate clean and start again. We introduce it with a meal and well wishes, and we eat an apple dipped in honey. The apple is the knowledge we gained from Eden, and the honey is for a sweet life. May you all have a wonderful year. May all your dreams come true. Now I know the secret. There is nothing that I lack. If I give my love to you, you'll surely give it back. Let it rain. Let it rain. Let your love rain down on me. Shabbat Shalom.